here in Ashwaubenon High School, the site for tonight's WIAA Division II sectional semifinal between Notre Dame and Fox Valley Lutheran. Good evening, everyone. It's a Thursday night, and we are expecting a good matchup between these two ranked teams in Division II. And a game, Brett, that I know, and I'm hanging out here with Brett Christopherson and Jim Rosandick, all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. And Brett, I know this was a matchup. We had a lot of great matchups, but this was one that intrigued us a little bit, didn't it?
It sure did, Ricardo, because it's two top 10 teams in Division II, right? Notre Dame ranked number 1, Fox Valley Lutheran ranked number 5. We've seen both of these teams play during the regular season. Impressed, obviously, with both teams as well. We'll talk about what both of these teams have done, not only in the playoffs but throughout the season. But a lot of a couple 1,000-point scorers on the floor, and some that are getting close to that mark. So there's a lot of talent, and it's not often that you get to maybe showcase at this level some top 10 teams, at least within the same sectional, and in our two largest markets as well, right? Appleton and Green Bay. So we're hoping to have a very nice audience to check out this sectional semifinal, and I think we're going to have a pretty good game. I guess the word on the street, Ricardo, is Notre Dame, they're rolling over everybody. Don't sleep on the Foxes, okay? That's a good squad over there with Coach Dave Wenzel, and I think this might be a much closer game than folks realize. Of course, Rosie will tell me this. Earlier in the season, I picked the Wisconsin Badgers to win the Big Ten. So that shows you how my predictions are going.
Okay.
So
good stuff.
Don't hold me to it.
Well, we're excited to be here in Ashwaubenon, Brett. Nice facility here.
Nice people.
Yeah,
Very nice people.
And we're excited to be up here. Easy drive right up the road from Appleton for us. And, again, Notre Dame, Fox Valley Lutheran, let's get to know these teams a little bit. By the way, Brett Christopherson put together these prep notes that we're going to be discussing here momentarily. I will start with Notre Dame. He will follow with Fox Valley Lutheran. And Notre Dame, the top-ranked Tritons, winners. Get this resume, folks, out there. For those of you who aren't familiar with Notre Dame, they've won 25 straight, and they're coming off a 71-29 rout of Menasha on Saturday in the WIAA Division II regional final that was over at Notre Dame. Gracie Gresh, Trista Feda, they scored 16 points apiece to pace Notre Dame. The Tritons jumped out to a 43-18 halftime lead, and they cruised from there. Peyton Musial, she added 11 points in the victory, while Hannah Greason finished with 9 points, and Hope Barrington chipped in with 8. Now on the season, Gresh, she's the team's top scorer at 18.2 points per game. She's shooting 60% overall, 46% from three-point range, and 79% from the free throw line. Brett, those are great percentages, I'm just going to say, in those three areas. Feda is next at 16.6. She's shooting 55% overall, 44% from three-point land, and 68% from the stripe. Musial's third in scoring at 11.7 points, while Barrington and Sydney Whitehouse are averaging 10.7 and 10 points per game, respectively. That's 5 players averaging 10 points or more for Notre Dame. Barrington, by the way, she's also shooting 59% overall and 50% for beyond the arc. Gresh and Barrington on the boards. They're the leading rebounders at 5.7 and 4.4, respectively. And as a team, Notre Dame is shooting 64% overall, 47% from three-point range, and 72% from the free throw line. Their opponents, and get this defensive, you could just call Notre Dame what they are. They're a great defensive team. Their opponents are only shooting 38% overall and 36% from three-point range. Tritons are averaging nearly 32 rebounds a game and 15 steals a game. Notre Dame's averaging on the year 81.6 points a game, and they're allowing 35.8. Brett, that difference is so much. I don't even know if my UW-Milwaukee math can compute that. I want to say that's more than 40 points, though, right? 45 points or so average victory. Now, if the Tritons win, they'll play either Cedarburg or Grafton on Saturday in a sectional final. The site and time for that are to be determined. Brett, what can you tell me? Oh, by the way, Notre Dame 25-1. I forgot to mention that, Brett. Oh, by the way, they're 25-1. Fox Valley Lutheran, what can you tell me about the Foxes?
I can tell you they got a good record, too, 23-3 overall, Ricardo. The 9th-ranked Foxes, winners of 5 straight, 15 of their last 16, okay? They're coming off a hard-fought WIAA Division II regional final in which they outlasted a very good West Appear team, 68-63 on Saturday. Down the road at Fox Valley Lutheran, Emily Yankee had a big night for FVL with 27 points on 7 of 16 shooting. She also knocked down all 11 of her free throw attempts. You know I love good
You do.
free throw shooting, and also finished with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Lauren Resop added 14 points on 5 of 9 shooting. That included a 4 of 6 showing from three-point range. She also tacked on 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Elena Fight tallied a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Overall, the Foxes shot 45% and 50% from 3. They also assisted on 15 of their 23 field goals, showing their ability to spread it out, share the ball a little bit. Also grabbed 32 rebounds and posted 8 steals. On the season, Yankee is the team leader, one of Ricardo's Fab 5 players, by the way. She's the team leader in scoring at 17.8 points per game. She's shooting 45% overall, 43% from three-point range, and 83% from the free throw line. Her 82 threes lead the team. Fight is next at 12.9 points. She's shooting 50% overall. Resop is third in scoring at 9.3 points. She's shooting 38% overall and 32% from beyond the arc. Fight leads the Foxes in rebounding at 8.5 per game. Resop and Yankee are tops in assists at 3.1 and 2.8 respectively. As a team, Fox Valley Lutheran is shooting 41% overall, 33% from three-point range, and 62% from the free throw line. Opponents are shooting 30% overall and 26% from three-point range. The Foxes are also out-rebounding their opponents 31.3 to 24.2 per game. And then again, looking at the scoreboard, Fox Valley Lutheran averaging 59.4 points per game and allowing an even 39. And as Ricardo mentioned, the winner of this game, I'll just repeat it, will play either Cedarburg or Grafton. That's on Saturday in a sectional final site and time to be determined. So maybe Ricardo will try to keep track of that game and see who's doing what. Not only that game, but we've got a lot of sectional semifinals involving our G10 teams, our Appleton, Green Bay area teams in particular. And I think there's some interest, obviously, in that Division I side. Nina and Eau Claire Memorial are playing.
I am going to try to watch that on a live stream, Brent, see if I can offer updates there too, but also checking Twitter.
Absolutely. So tweet us some scores, especially that Cedarburg Grafton score. I'm at PC Brett C. Ricardo's at Ricardo DeLeon, DELIAN. Give us a follow, please, and keep us updated on what's going on in that game. And, of course, Rosie, Jim Rosandick is at Metal Rosie, METALROSIE. Not only that Nina game, that's at DC Everest against Eau Claire Memorial, but the Hortonville Wausau West game is being played at Stevens Point at Spash.
And don't forget about Kaukauna and Kimberly at Oshkosh North.
The Kimberly kind of came out of nowhere all of a sudden, right?
And I might add, Kaukauna and Kimberly, Brett, in that semifinal, on the other semifinal, Germantown's playing in that one. Kaukauna beat Germantown earlier in the year.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You never know. Of course, Kaukauna.
Could we have two FBA teams? It's possible.
It's very possible. Kaukauna, of course, after that Elena Zarnicki injury around Christmas time, what was that? The holidays, out for the season with that knee injury. Kind of slumped, obviously, but maybe they're kind of catching their second win. Who knows? And, of course, the FBA, always a rugged league. So
great league.
Battle-tested when it comes to playoff time. About 10 seconds to go before we turn it over to the PA announcer here at Ashwaubenon High School. We'll have our national anthem first, then the starting fives for both of these squads as we get ready for this WIAA Division II sectional semifinal. Top-ranked Notre Dame Tritons taking on the 9th-ranked Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. Looking forward to this one, folks.
High School require good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based sporting events. Your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Good luck to both teams this evening. To honor America knows defending our freedom, we humbly ask that you stand if you are able for the singing of our national anthem by Notre Dame Academy senior Emily Hepner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
Excellent job with the
That
national
was
anthem.
beautiful,
voice.
Brett. Woo.
Beautiful voice.
That's a hard song to sing.
Ooh, you sure don't want to hear me sing. That's for
Me.
darn sure.
Again, like I always say, Carl Lewis, look it up, folks.
Hey, I want to give a shout out, Ricardo. We have a playoff sponsor, Unison Credit Union, back on board. We appreciate them. Unison proudly provides the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance delivered by friendly experts, personal checking and personal savings, investments, loans, business checking and business savings. Unison Credit Union empowering you. And don't forget about Cellcom as well, our season sponsor. Looking to make a switch from your current carrier? Choose Cellcom and get 6 months of service for free with a new smartphone line activation and flex agreement. Visit cellcom.com/save for more details.
I'll be giving the starting lineups here shortly for both teams.
Number 11, Sydney Whitehouse. Number 20, Peyton Musial. And number 24, Gracie Rush. Officials for tonight's game are signed by WIAA.
Starting lineups for Fox Valley Lutheran. Laura Resop, a 5'7" sophomore. Lauren Movrich, a 5'3" junior. Elena Fight, 6 foot junior. Also for Fox Valley Lutheran, a 5'8" freshman, Grace Meyer, and Emily Yankee, the aforementioned Emily Yankee, 5'6" senior. Now for Notre Dame, 5'9" senior Hope Barrington, 5'7" junior Trista Feda, 5'7" junior Sydney Whitehouse, 5'11" sophomore Peyton Musial, and 5'11" junior Gracie Gresh. Brett, that's only one senior in that starting lineup for Notre Dame.
You might be ready to go again next year, huh? Right?
4-peat, possibly?
Well, they got to get the 3-peat first, and Fox Valley Lutheran, Ricardo, might have something to say about that tonight. So Notre Dame in the home white, Fox Valley Lutheran in the road maroon. There's the toss, and Fox Valley Lutheran controls it. Want to thank athletic director here at Ashwaubenon High School, Nick Senger, his staff,
Nice.
Chris Knuth,
Yes.
the IT guru. We appreciate them working with us. Always a fun trip to Ashwaubenon. Great people here, and certainly enjoy being here. We've done some football games as well, so it's always good to be here at Ashwaubenon. They tremendously nice facilities here, and this great big space that we have up
Oh, I
here
love it, Brett.
overlooking the floor.
One of my favorite places, I'm telling you right now, to do a live stream because of all the space.
You're not a man of the people, are you?
Well, no, that's not it. I just like, having professionally a lot of room. As Yankee.
And foul, yeah.
Yeah, that's on number 20. Or I should say going to the line will be Elena Fight, 6 foot junior.
Right and foul on number 24, Gracie Rush.
So Gracie Gresh picks up the foul, as Ricardo said. The Elena Fight, the 6 foot junior at the free throw line. Misses the first. We saw FVL against Freedom not all that long ago. Actually, that was the last time.
We did a
FVL
girls game?
Yeah, well, no, the last time FVL has lost a
right.
game, as both free throws missed. But very impressed with FVL that night. Of course, Freedom, the top-ranked team in Division III, and FVL really played Freedom toe-to-toe. Remember, FVL got down big in the second half. Freedom started out red hot, but then the Foxes battling back and making that one a game. 2 of the 3 losses on the season for FVL are to Freedom, and that's nothing to hang your head about. That Freedom team is very, very good, and I think, Ricardo, you would agree that Freedom would fare well in the FRCC.
They would. We have a foul as Musial was going up for a layup. Here at Ashwaubenon High School, the site for tonight's sectional semifinal in D2, Fox Valley Lutheran and Notre Dame. Musial shooting free throws for Notre Dame. Good on her first. Musial, she was such a nice surprise as a freshman, contributing to that state championship, one of 2 here.
Yeah, that was a 48-44 loss on February 7th of FVL going down to Freedom. And then 5 straight since then. Pretty good move by Yankee. Gets her own miss and just loses control of it. Well, good transition ball there, just on the run. Nice little dish to Feta from Whitehouse. Whitehouse kind of leading the charge there. And look at this.
Steal, Brett, and another one for FVL.
Yep, and here we go, right? Unusual with 3 quick points. And Ricardo, you're seeing that Notre Dame defense now getting to work.
They are. They're so disciplined. They're so dogged in how they attack the opponent's offense.
How do you practice against something like that, right? Trying to play that high-low fight. Good look. Gets her own miss, and thought maybe Yankee was going to let it fly. About a 14-footer. Can't get it to fall. Good shot for Yankee. But how do you simulate something like that in practice? I'm not sure you can, right?
It's difficult. And, Brett, we saw Notre Dame the last time against Hortonville. Hortonville did a good job against them and led for most of that game. Went into overtime, and Notre Dame able to pull out the win.
3-pointer from the corner, rims out. That was a good look by Hope Barrington. You're right, Ricardo. That was a 36-20 halftime lead for Hortonville in that game. But remember how hot Notre Dame came out in that second half, and within no time they had kind of whittled that deficit down to single digits. And then it was a game the rest of the way, as you said, Notre Dame holding on and beating Hortonville in overtime in a game we streamed.
I have Elena Fight already, Brett. We're a few minutes in, and she has 3 rebounds.
Remember, she was quite active in that Freedom game as well. Yeah, nice crowd here at Ashwaubenon, but kind of a quiet crowd. We were talking before we started the stream. Some big doings right now for Notre Dame, right? The boys hockey team down at Madison that you said they play tomorrow.
At 10 a.m., yes.
So the Tritons fan base, I'm sure, will head down that way. 3-point shot. Lauren Resop with the miss, and here comes Feta. Again, good ball movement. Musial from the corner, rims out, but she'll take that shot. Look at that offensive board. Kind of into her hands for Barrington. And now a 7-0 lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard.
Yeah, Notre Dame's so quick to get back on defense, Brett. And if you're Fox Valley Lutheran, this is not the way you wanted to start out. A few misses, a few turnovers. You find yourself down 7-0. As Fight and up, she'll go to the line for 2. I know Fox Valley Lutheran's already missed the first, 2 free throws they've had.
Barrington picks up the foul. Yeah, Fight 0 for 2 so far tonight. And finally, the first point is scored for the Foxes. Maybe they'll kind of loosen things up, right? There's got to be some jitters.
I would imagine so.
2 steps away from getting to that coveted state tournament down the road, right here in Ashwaubenon at the Resch Center. Ricardo, I know you'll be there for some
I will.
girls' state tournament action.
We're expecting a large number of teams from the G10 there.
G10 meaning all 10 of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites. Fight couldn't get that one. Notre Dame, again, another offensive rebound. One thing you don't want to do here, Ricardo, is let this team get second chance opportunities.
No.
Well, it had some corner looks there for a 3, but just can't get it to fall out of rim outs.
And Fight with their 4th rebound already, Brett. Yankee, this is a good matchup between her and Whitehouse.
There's a 3 by Fight. Good look. I think I see offensive
Yeah,
foul
I
there.
think
Okay.
they are.
Do you think it'll maybe a little bit push off there by Resop?
I think that's what they saw.
Fox Valley Lutheran foul number 4, Lauren Resop. Her first, team second. In for the Foxes, number 13, Elena Krieger.
So both teams with 2 fouls apiece. Notre Dame's only loss came against Pewaukee in the season opener. The Tritons fell to the Pirates 68-67 all the way back on November 19th at Pewaukee. Remember, the 2 teams, of course, met in the D2 finals last season. Notre Dame beating the Pirates 68-54. There was a turnover and a turnover right back. Good hands by Feta to cause that steal. Block. Nope. Foul on Resop. That'll be her 2nd.
Wow. So early foul trouble for Resop. Again, Notre Dame up 7-2 over Fox Valley Lutheran. 13:25 left in the first half.
Notre Dame and Pewaukee, to finish that thought, ranked number 1 and 2 in the state respectively. In the final Associated Press state poll, Pewaukee taking on Ricardo Martin Luther tonight in a sectional semifinal. Hey, I think it might be possible those 2 teams could collide maybe again
I wouldn't be surprised.
See how it all plays out. As Feda gets that one open, runs out.
I might have had that as my prediction, Brett.
I read that, yeah. Yep. You do a lot of good homerisms again.
Yeah, but you know what? Everything so far has been correct. I'm just saying, up to the Sweet 16 level, I've been right on most of my picks, including the of the G10, I should say.
Rosie, he gets so defensive.
And not just that, Kaukauna at the sectional level I did not have. So that would be a team that I didn't have a little homer streak with.
Okay.
I wanted to, though. I had Homestead making it to the sectional.
You've got finals in all 5 divisions, G10 teams playing each other.
I do.
I'm just kidding. I don't think you do.
I think I do.
Do you? I mean, I was just making that up.
Well, I might have them making making the tournament maybe, but not so much the final.
There's never a nice left hand by, that's number 22, Grace Meyer. And the first field goal of the game for the Foxes, down to an 8-4 deficit.
If we have a little commercial break at halftime, I'll have to dig that up. And
there's never been a state tournament where you haven't had, there's a turnover.
Yes.
In all the years that you've done it, where you haven't had G10 teams in the finals.
But I think you'll agree with me that this area is so good that I'm not really reaching there.
No, you aren't. Actually, we were talking about that. Was softball team was up here doing some preseason work, and
already, wow.
One of the coaches, I think it was just kind of, they weren't coaching or anything like that. It was just the kids kind of playing. But talking to somebody here from Ashwaubenon and just talking about just how good the talent level is here in Northeast Wisconsin. That you don't take a backseat to any. We've talked about this many times in live streams, right? The talent level at this pocket of the state, it's a hotbed, regardless of the sport.
8-4 lead for Notre Dame, nearing 12:20 left here in the first half. Barrington.
FPL Ricardo, I think so far, not down 4. Nice pass. Oh, almost. Yeah, I think that ricocheted off of a Fox Valley Lutheran player, but the Foxes doing a nice job kind of slowing this down, right? They don't want Notre Dame to cause fits defensively and get those transition buckets or get out on the run, and so far so good. Now, we're only 6 minutes into this one, but tough. That was Gracie Gresh fighting for it, and rebound to Yankee. So good defense inside. Gracie Gresh, of course, committed to the University of Wisconsin.
Yankee and Feda.
That is a good matchup.
It is. Feda is so athletic. Well, so is Yankee. Yankee, remember, Brett, won the three-point competition last year.
And again, one of your Fab 5 players coming into the season on the girls' side. Good defense by Gresh as Yankee now with it at the top. 8-4 lead for the Tritons. Kind of a strange start to this one. I think the crowd kind of waiting. How about that? Putting it on the deck and taking off. There's nice. Yankee's first basket.
That's some skill there, Brett. It always amazes me how much better girls basketball has gotten over the years. It really has been tremendous.
Excellent athletes.
Oh, my goodness.
Excellent athletes.
I know some of that has to do with the year-round stuff as Gresh, a long three-pointer.
That helps, doesn't it? Training's better, year-round coaching with basketball. There's another 3. That time it's good for the lefty, Musial. And Musial now with 6 points. You can't leave her alone, but here's the one of many issues that Notre Dame poses when it comes to the opponents. They have so many different players that can score. Who do you focus on?
Right, exactly, Brett. That's a good point.
So you're focusing on Gresh, you're focusing on Feda, Barrington, and all of a sudden you kick it out, and Musial's wide open, and there's Feda with a tough scoop shot, misses. Good defense and good job by the Foxes, Ricardo, to get back.
5th rebound for Fight.
Blocked by Musial, who's had a heck of a start.
She's smiling because that was a pretty clean block there, Brett.
Yeah, Elena Krieger was trying to make a move to the basket, but Musial, who's been very active on both sides, says not so fast. But, yeah, Barrington, Feda, Musial, Gresh, Whitehouse. All these different players that they just keep coming in, and you have to – somebody's going to be open.
Yeah, and you can make a case that Notre Dame's the best team in the state, Brett, regardless of division. They did beat Kettle Moraine, the number 1 ranked Division I team early this year.
Great point, and then taking down Hortonville, which is ranked number 5 in D1. I think they're going to get Barrington. That's her second.
Brett, in the Nina Eau Claire Memorial game, 15-10 lead for Eau Claire Memorial.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that would be a stunner.
That's 12 minutes left in the first half, though, Brett.
That would be, I know it's very early, but that would be a stunner as there's Barrington with the steal, and she's going to go coast to coast and lays it in. 4 points for Barrington.
Yeah, that's 6 turnovers I have for Fox Valley Lutheran, Brett.
There's that full court press that Notre Dame loves to put out there and cause fits. As Yankee trying to bring it up the floor, finally does get across that timeline. Deep three, she goes behind the back and nothing but net. I was just going to say, she's going to have to carry this team, Ricardo, and she can do it. And we see that there, a little behind the back, clears some space and just lets it fly. Deep three.
Deep three, Brett. But hey, she's got the skills to shoot it as Feda.
She does too. Feda now with 6. Feels like both these teams kind of sizing each other out a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. And Wenzel with the timeout, Brett.
30-second timeout coming for the Foxes. Gives me an opportunity also to thank Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, also a season-long sponsor. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Family-owned for 20 years. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922. You can also send them an email at Cooney, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Also want to plug, we will be somewhere on Saturday. Not Ricardo. He's going to be down at the state team wrestling. But Rosie and I will be at a sectional final somewhere. Potentially, we're thinking of maybe a Hortonville-Neenah matchup in that big sectional final. That'd be played at Appleton East, but I'll announce that matchup on my Twitter account at PCBrettC, so please give me a follow. And, wow, look at Feda's hands just stealing it away from Resop. And, boy, she is a gnat out there, isn't she? And I say that with all due respect. Another one by Musial, Ricardo. You can't leave her open. Her second triple. She's already got 9 points and a 10-point advantage, largest of the lead for the Tritons.
Yeah, this is an 11-3 run right now that the Tritons are on, Brett. But that's Notre Dame.
That's Notre Dame.
In a blink of an eye, because of their defense, and they have 7 takeaways, that instantly feeds their offense, and they can get those big runs rather quickly.
How many points off turnovers already tonight? Another foul. That'll be the 4th team foul against Notre Dame.
I think, Brett, what's also striking, and just by looking on the court, there's a lot of length and size difference for Notre Dame. I know Fight and Yankee have some length, but I think if you look around, I think most of the Notre Dame girls, and we see the 8th turnover by Fox Valley Lutheran.
Ricardo, nobody was open. They just defended that so well. There's Musial again. She's going to let it fly and rims out. Almost falls again. Now Feda's going to let it fly from the top, and that rims out, but another offensive rebound. Too many chances.
Definitely have 10 rebounds already for Notre Dame.
Too many second opportunities, second chances for the Tritons.
Zone defense by FVL, and that's a foul on Fight down low.
That'll be her second.
It's a tough team to prepare for.
Ricardo, coming into this game, you were mentioning like that scoring differential for Notre Dame. The actual point total coming in was 2,121 to 905. That's a difference of 1,216 points the Tritons have outscored their opponents. And if you look at some of the scores, particularly in this Fox River Classic Conference, they're not even remotely close. There's another 3 opportunity, no good by Whitehouse.
And I think that's a reason why, Coach Rohde has them playing the Hortonvilles, the Pewaukees, Brett, in the non-conference slate, because the Fox River Classic Conference is kind of top-heavy. They don't have the depth to every game in, game out give them a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, you got like scores of 89-16, 88-39, 83-28, 89-36. They also did beat Kimberly on January 7th, 83-37.
Wow.
And the Papermakers are in a sectional semifinal.
Yes, exactly.
So they've just been completely dominant. Of course, Notre Dame, conference champs again in this league. They have a conference winning streak of 51 straight now. Last time the Tritons dropped a conference game was way back on February 7th, 2020. That was a 47-41 loss to Pulaski up at Pulaski.
But here you see, like, even on the perimeter, Brett, look at the size difference, right?
Right.
Of the guards. It's tough for them to see over as we see a shot up, no good. And another rebound for Notre Dame, and that's going to be a foul on number 21. That's Maya Lohberger.
Fox's foul number 21, Maya Lohberger. Her first, team's fifth.
Nice crowd again here at Ashwaubenon High School.
It filled
Good to
in
see.
nice.
Yeah, it did. Big gym, real big gym. I've been here. I know I've covered a Little Shoot Brilliant sectional final way back when. Nice ball movement, and there's a bucket by number 15, Hannah Greisen, her first bucket. I remember that was when Little Shoot was one of the dominant teams in Division III, and the basket to your left, I remember Kenny Lowe had a thunderous, kind of a roundhouse dunk just flying through the air. This place was a madhouse that afternoon. Brilliant came in as the defending D3 state champs that season. Beautiful gym, though. Tough pass by Yankee, and that's going to be out of bounds. Again, Notre Dame's defense just not giving FVL any sort of maneuverability.
9-2 is the turnover margin, Brett. Notre Dame just really making life miserable for the Foxes on offense.
Yeah, you mentioned among Notre Dame's top victories this season. There's a bucket.
Yeah, that's Kaya Waldrop.
Yeah, she's on the
6-foot
scorebook.
freshman, Brett.
Jeez.
Fox's foul number 21, Maya Lohberger. Her second, team sixth. And for Notre Dame, number 10.
So Waldrop a chance for the three-point play. And
Number 20, Alina.
nice little run here for the Tritons, trying to open things up here with 6:10 remaining here in this opening half as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard. And good on the free throw. Waldrop now with 3 points. 5 players have scored for the Tritons already. Now we have another timeout. I think we have a full timeout coming this time for FVL to kind of calm things down. I was going to finish that thought. You mentioned Notre Dame beating Kettle Moraine, right? That was December 28th at Kettle Moraine, 76-67. Lasers, top-ranked team in Division I, coming off a season in which they won the D1 state championship. Right?
I have Nina with the first place vote, but yes, it's not consensus.
Notre Dame Ricardo also beat Verona, which is ranked number 4 in Division I. That was on November 26th. That was just a whole hum 79-57 victory.
Right.
That was part. I think was that the Kettle Moraine Thanksgiving Classic. I think.
Yeah, I think that was part of the same tournament.
And then another scheduling highlight for the Tritons. That was a 64-38 win over Nazareth Academy of Illinois. I've got Nazareth right now as the top-ranked team in Illinois in Class 3A. That's the second largest division in the state, and that's the Roadrunners' only setback on the season. In fact, Nazareth, they're in the Class 3A state semifinals. They take on Peoria High tomorrow at 10 a.m. All tournament games are at Illinois State. So some pretty impressive victories on top of even that Hortonville win for Notre Dame. So they're battle-tested. There's no doubt about it. And you mentioned it, that Coach Rohde, she likes to make sure that her team is ready to go at this time of year. And right now they're looking pretty good, up 24-9 with under 6 to play.
This is so tough. That's 10 turnovers by Fox Valley Lutheran right now, Brett, and many of those have led to points on the opposite end.
Notre Dame getting all the loose balls too, aren't they? There's Feda from the top, short, and let's see who's going to get the loose ball. Again, an offensive rebound.
Another one.
And we're going to get another foul on the Foxes. I think that's on Yankee.
Brett, over there in D.C. Everest, it's 20-18 now, Eau Claire Memorial over Nina.
Okay.
That's with 7:30 left.
Bryson now at the line. 2-shot foul. You getting those scores on Twitter?
Yes, and through live streams and such.
Okay. Any word on that Cedarburg-Grafton game?
Yes, I should try to dig that one up here, my friend. I'll do that shortly.
Winner of this one takes on the winner of that one. I didn't see a site or time on the WIAA website, so that'll be determined tonight, as Bryson now 1 of 2 from the stripe. She's got 3 points on the night. Wasn't all that long ago. This was kind of a tight game. The Foxes had a nice little run pull close, but I don't know what the run is right now, Ricardo, for Notre Dame.
Well, let's see. It's 17-3.
17-3 run.
At one point, it was 8-6 Notre Dame.
Top-ranked team in Division II flexing its muscle again and showing why it's going to be a tough out. But Fox Valley Lutheran has some firepower. They just got to take care of the basketball. 3 from the corner. That was a good look by number 5, Lauren Movrich. Just couldn't get it to fall. And here comes Feda again, quickly down the floor. Musial, I think, was thinking about it.
Well, they don't force anything. One thing I've noticed about Notre Dame, they take really smart, good shots. Whitehouse, left hand.
And another offensive rebound and a foul. This time, Kaya Waldrop is going to the line again, but Ricardo, the Foxes have to clean that up on the defensive glass, right? They're just getting killed on the boards.
Well, Waldrop, the freshman, in what? She's a bench player. She has 4 rebounds.
That's the second now, Ricardo, on Yankee. So some foul trouble for the Foxes. Waldrop now with 4 points. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. See if we can get a Kimberly Kakana score as well. Always a good time of year. It's good that it's March, isn't it?
I love March.
I love basketball, but it's always nice to see January and February in the rearview mirror.
I do, and you know me, I'm a football guy, so I always love November better. But
oh, wow.
Oh, here we go.
How about Feda showing the defense? A nice little pass. Yep, waiting again. There's Waldrop. Points off turnovers. Ricardo starting to pile up for the Tritons. Now they've opened up a 20-point lead against the 9th-ranked team in Division II. And Yankee with the basketball, the Fox's star player, playing with 2 fouls.
Trying to dig up some of these scores. Let me tell you, there's so much spam, which is so annoying. I can't get to these scores because there's so many fake streams.
Yes, way too many. I agree. You know, Emily Yankee for the Foxes, she'll be playing collegiately at Division II University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota. She's one of 2 players tonight with 1,000 career points. We got another foul, I believe. Yep. 16 foul now against the Tritons.
Kakana, they're tied at 17 with 6:10 remaining in the first half. That's according to our friends over at The Score.
That'll be a battle, huh? Where's that game? That game's at Oshkosh North, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And then, was it Hortonville? See the latest on that.
Hortonville and Wausau West at Stevens Points.
I like Hortonville in that one. Nothing against Wausau West, but the Wisconsin Valley just not at the level of the FVA.
Fight, tough baseline shot, and rebound goes to Musial, and here come the Tritons on the run. Up 20, trying to increase that lead with 3.5 to play. In a dominant opening half, Musial wide open from the wing again. Got it. Her 3rd triple of the night. She's got 12 points now, Ricardo. A 32-9 Tritons lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard. 3 by Resop. Can't get it to fall. Rebound chased down by Paige DeMullen. And now Musial bringing it up. Kick out. I thought maybe Whitehouse was going to take the 3 from the corner. They're going to get travel call on Notre Dame.
That's only the 3rd turnover for Notre Dame. 11 for Fox Valley Lutheran.
Yeah, the Emily Yankee of the Foxes, she entered tonight's action, 1,529 career points, and then Gracie Gresh for the Tritons, 1,278. Trista Feda, she's closing in on the 1,000-point mark. She had 942 coming into tonight's game. Elena Fight, she's just a junior, right? She should make a run at 1,000. She's at 807 coming in with another season to play. Laura Resop, Ricardo, just a sophomore for the Foxes, 420 points, so figure she'll make a chase at that. Peyton Musial, just a sophomore, already at 536 coming into tonight. You think she's going to make 1,000. Tritons junior Sydney Whitehouse at 529. Hope Barrington, a senior, at 847. That's a lot of points.
It is.
A lot of points. So already 1,000-point scores and more to come for both sides. There's a three from the top, strong on that, but another offensive rebound, long rebound, but again, Notre Dame coming down with it.
Gresh.
And good
Rebound
rebound
for
by
FVL.
Resop. Yeah, Gresh Ricardo has yet to score.
Notre Dame with 17 rebounds already as well.
What does that tell you about Notre Dame when they're up 32-9 and Gracie Gresh, your leading scorer and University of Wisconsin commit, hasn't yet hit the scorers column? That shows you the depth of this team.
Yeah, what, 5 players in double figures for the season? That's remarkable.
It is. Barrington and Fada with 2 fouls apiece. That's the 7th team foul, so
Brett, they've been stuck on 9 points for a while
yeah,
here.
and
So
finally get that one to fall.
yes, this was a 19-0 run. 19-0 run, because at one time it was 13-9. That was the last bucket for Fox Valley Lutheran. So those free throws break that streak.
Resop good on the pair. Resop, her first 2 points of the night.
Germantown big over DSHA, by the way. 35-11, 5:35 left in the half. Got some more scores here as they're coming in.
Boy, good skip pass to Musial again. She's been hot. Another offensive rebound. And finally, Fight brings down the defensive board, but there's a scrum for it. It's tough when you're against that baseline. And Yankee finds Fight and tough shot. No, she'll go. No, travel. Okay. You can see the frustration a little bit.
I see that exactly. Well, Pawn is up 21-19 over Lake Mills. Brookfield East up 24-11 over Oregon. Or Oregon. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it.
Oregon.
Is it Oregon? over
Oregon, but the
Wisconsin?
state is Oregon.
Oregon, that's it. Okay.
There you go.
You
There's
say potato, I say potato.
There's your little English lesson tonight, Ricardo.
Yeah, that's like the little town of Rio. It's called Rio everywhere else in the world.
Yeah, I know. I always thought it was Rio as well.
Usual. Oh, that was almost stolen. Nice recovery by Notre Dame, though. Brett, see, they're a team that just seems to win everything when it comes to the hustle stuff.
Yeah, all the loose ball stuff goes. Nice feed inside, and that's to DeMullen. Paige DeMullen, just a junior getting into the act as well. So she's in the scorer's book with 20 seconds to play. See if FVL can hold for one final shot. You know, Notre Dame thinking, let's get a steal here and put another bucket before halftime. Yankee with 10 seconds to go. Going to try to work off of a screen, not there. 4 seconds, clock running. They're going to get a shot off. I don't know if they're going to find, no, blocked. They just couldn't find any sort of opening, Ricardo. And that's how the first half comes to a close. Just waiting for something to open up. It just never did.
No, and this was just a virtuoso performance from Notre Dame, Brett, offensively, defensively. Everything was clicking for them. Tough half for Fox Valley Lutheran.
Yeah, Ricardo, Fox Valley Lutheran, just 3 first half field goals. And halftime here as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard here at Ashwaubenon High School shows the Tritons up big over the Foxes here in this WIAA Division II sectional semifinal game. 34-11. We'll talk more about tonight's game and all that we have coming up and all that Ricardo's going to be doing after this short break. Welcome back to Ashwaubenon High School. Again, halftime. We look at our Unison Credit Union Cellcom scoreboard. Shows the Tritons leading the Foxes 34-11. Halftime here in this WIAA Division II sectional semifinal game. Thanks again to our playoff sponsor, Unison. Unison proudly provides the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance delivered by friendly experts. Also, thank you to Cellcom, looking to make a switch from your current carrier. Choose Cellcom and get 6 months of service for free with a new smartphone line activation and flex agreement. Visit cellcom.com/save for more details. Also, a thank you to Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooney, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net.
Well, Brett, if I could rattle off some scores here.
Go ahead.
Well, Hortonville, Wausau West, 26-22 is our latest update. Hortonville in the lead there. Another G10 team, that would be New London. They are down 38-22 to Lakeland at the half.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Kaukauna up 30-24 over Kimberly. And those are the G10 scores. But we do have some other scores, though. Actually, no, we do have a few more G10. I'm sorry. Bondwell's up over Mishicot at the half, 21-16. That's a D4 game. And then we go to around the state. Tosa East up, or I should say Milwaukee Pius is up over Tosa East 32-23. That's a D1 score. In D3, Cuba City over New Glarus 27-26. Waukesha West tied with Union Grove 29-29. Union Grove is a top seed, by the way. Germantown big up over DSHA 52-16. Brett, I'm going to try to get this Nina score as well and update as we go along here.
Also, before we talk about what's coming up with you, Ricardo, I know you have a busy stretch as always, but I wanted to give a plug to USA Today Sports Plus. That's the new sports app that puts the fans first. Get the latest stats, scores, stats, and standings, and enjoy interactive experiences with our award-winning sports writers. Download USA Today Sports Plus from the Apple or Google Play stores today. USA Today Sports Plus, fan harder. Don't forget, folks, to get in on our great deal on a digital subscription. That is 3 months for $1. How about that? For the next 3 months, you can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. That includes full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day, exclusive subscriber newsletters, full access to national reporting with the USA Today Sports Plus app. Also includes the e-edition. So go to postcrescent.com/subscribe or greenbaypressgazette.com/subscribe. Get in on that as well. If you're watching this game on YouTube, give our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel a subscription as well.
Well, Brett, at the half, Eau Claire Memorial leads Nina 38-31.
What?
That's what I have. Also at halftime, Brookfield East 35-11 over Oregon. Brett, that's big because Brookfield East made it to the semifinals last year. Let me see what else I have. We have the Cuba City score. That was a D4 halftime score with Cuba City up over New Glarus. It looks like McDonald Central up 27-22 over Prairie Farm. That's D5. Lake Mills at the half leads Waupun 25-21. Another D3 score, Prairie du Chien 22-18 over Platteville. Kettle Moraine, Brett, the aforementioned Kettle Moraine, they're leading Kenosha Bradford 35-13 at the half. See if I can grab maybe a few other ones here. I think that's all I have for now.
So you had Nina down 7 at the half to Eau Claire Memorial. Interesting.
It is interesting. Now, let me tell you something. They're fighting for their lives here, right? One more half to get it done. If you're Nina, you got to get it done. I expect Allie Zabel to put that team on her shoulders if need be, because they need to advance. I mean, I'm sure Eau Claire Memorial is a fine team out there in that area, but they have shocked Nina so far. They need to get things together, get things going the way we've seen them do throughout the season, Brett.
Well, if Eau Claire Memorial, the old Abes, hold on to beat the Rockets, that is the upset of the night, without a doubt, right? I mean, Nina's number 2 in the state in Division I. They have Allie Zabel, the University of Connecticut commit, one of the top players nationally. So, wow.
Yeah, by the way, thank you, Corey S., Wisconsin Corey. He's on Twitter. Thank you, buddy. He has the halftime score from Ripon, Brett. D4, St. Mary Catholic leading Westfield 37-31. So Jeff Chu's girls getting the job done in the first half.
Westfield a little bit better maybe than you think, right?
Yeah, the Pioneers, you
yeah.
know, I don't want to say they came out of nowhere, but I think they have one loss entering that game, so they're a very good team.
Westfield,
I did pick St. Mary Catholic to be in.
You did, the
state
Zephs.
tournament.
Westfield, you can always see that that town on I-39, right?
Yes.
As you're heading from Stevens Point to Madison. Hey, first half scoring for Notre Dame: Barrington with 4, DeMullen with 2, Feta with 6, Waldrop with 7, Greisen with 3, Musial with a game high 12. For the Foxes, Resop with 2, Fight with 2, Meyer with 2, Yankee with 5. Looking at foul trouble, Resop, Fight, Lohberger, and Yankee with 2 fouls apiece for FVL, and for the Tritons, Barrington and Feta with 2 fouls apiece as well. So if you're Coach David Wenzel there, he's been doing this for quite some time, Ricardo, right? What's your halftime message to the Foxes? You're down 34-11, right? That's a big deficit.
Let me tell you, there's no such thing as a 25-pointer.
No.
So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to play exceptional on defense, deny, and on offense, each possession becomes super critical. Look, that is a big hole to climb out of, okay? 23 points. You're going to have to really hit some outside shots, get things going, really get a run going. They haven't had anything of note since the early few minutes of the first half, Brett, in terms of a scoring run. So what they need, the worst thing that could happen right here, they have a few turnovers. There's like a 9-0, 10-0 run by Notre Dame, and then that might be all she wrote.
Yeah, we just Rosie just had a shot on Coach Sarah. There's Coach David Wenzel of Fox Valley Lutheran, but previously he had Coach Sarah Rohde. You know her message. Put it away within the first 5 minutes of this half. Put it away now, right? Get on that 10-0 run that Notre Dame is accustomed to doing, and we've seen the Tritons do so many times. Don't let a talented Fox Valley Lutheran team all of a sudden get a run, start getting some confidence, and all of a sudden it's a game. So you know these first 5 minutes will be very interesting.
Well, we know Notre Dame has that killer instinct, Brett.
Well, we're going to see that killer instinct. They get the ball first to start the second half. Trista Feta with it. I see our photojournalist, Bill Glasheen, is here, and right away, Hope Barrington, Ricardo, uncontested. Wide open around that elbow, and nobody closed out on her, and an easy bucket, a quick bucket, and there's that defense, that trapping defense right near the timeline.
Nice.
And good
pass
job,
inside.
yeah. That's Fight with a bucket. So a good quick answer. Remember, just 3 first-half field goals for the Foxes, and already a quick one here to start the second half.
Brett, we have a halftime score here. Hortonville 39, Wausau West 25.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So 14-point lead for the Polar Bears. There's Feta going to let it fly. Good, and just like that, 5 quick points for the Tritons.
Want to thank Jeff Ash, former Gennetier, with that updated score.
But to finish that thought, our photojournalist, Bill Glasheen, is here tonight, so look for photo galleries on postcrescent.com and greenbaypressgazette.com tonight after the game. Bill, good to see Bill again. He does a great job. One of the best, Ricardo. He's one of the best.
Absolutely.
Trying to post up, just a wayward pass. There's Bill. He's ignoring us tonight. No, he's looking.
He's always taking those shots of us when we're not looking either, Brett. He loves doing that. Like me when I'm eating something mid-chew, you know. Oh, nice play by Fight.
No, but
right
there's a
into
loose
White
ball
House's
again.
hands.
Yep.
That's just the night that's been going on for Notre Dame, Brett. Everything's been going their way.
Barrington will go to the free throw line.
Foxes foul number 23, Emily Young.
Neosville.
Team's first.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Well, while you do that, Ricardo, Yankee just picked up her third.
Oh, boy.
And if you're Coach David Wenzel, I don't see any sort of a move to get anybody into the game because you really can't. As Barrington now with her first free throw attempt is good. She has 7 points on the night so far, looking to make it 8, and does. And a good start for the Tritons. She has 3, Feta has 3 to start the second half. And they're going to get Gresh. That's her second.
I want to say Neilsville's leading 28-11 at the half.
Do we get that Cedarburg Grafton score yet?
I have not seen anything on that. So if anybody out there in cyber world can help us with that, Cedarburg and Grafton.
Yeah, because the winner of this one takes on the winner of that one on Saturday.
Yeah, tweet Brett that. Brett's easy to remember. PC Brett C.
2 T's. There's Fight, looking to let it fly. No good.
That's not her shot. But that's kind of what FEL's, been.
Oh.
That's all they can do is hit from long or try to.
Well, that was a heck of a pass from Feta. Unusual thought about it. She's already got 3 triples tonight. Gresh with the basketball, Ricardo, yet to score. And I think she's fine with that, right? I mean,
she's cool with that.
Absolutely. You're going to leave Musial again, the lefty. Oh. And another loose ball. Gresh blocked by Fight. And somehow FEL gets it out of there. Fight working hard against Gresh, gets her own miss, and she stepped on the baseline. Relentless defense by Notre Dame.
Doesn't stop, does it?
Congratulations, by the way, to FEL coach David Wenzel. He earned his 500th career coaching victory. That was on January 17th, 76-33 home victory over Wapaka. I got him down, Ricardo. His current career coaching record, 510 and 208.
Is that a good percentage?
That's pretty good.
That sounds like a good percentage.
What's just as impressive, 30 seasons now as the head coach at FEL. Guided the Foxes to the WIAA Division II state runner-up showing in 03. Barrington going to let it go, miss, and loose ball again. Feta picks it up, spinning her way, and inside it goes through. Yeah, we don't keep second chance stats, but they've got a ton. Wenzel, one of just 18 coaches in state high school basketball history, girls basketball history, with at least 500 career coaching wins. Nice pass from Fight to, that's number 13, Elena Krieger, her first bucket of the night.
Usual. Barrington. Rebound Fight. She has a ton of rebounds. I got to look at how many rebounds she has. Fight's been having a good game on the glass.
Coach Wenzel also led the Foxes to 6 WISA state tournament appearances. For those who remember WISA, scoop shot by Fight, no good. Gresh has it. Talking about Gracie Gresh.
Oh, Gresh almost lose it. She did lose it. That's
Yeah.
a turnover. Only the 3rd or 4th turnover for Notre Dame.
They had Yankee, and they're going to get steps. Yep. Again, the defense is harassing. They don't give up on any play. But congratulations to Coach Wenzel on 500. And then looking at Gracie Gresh, there's Trista Feder right there. Actually, I can talk a little bit about her. She's committed to play collegiately at Illinois State. Also had D1 offers from Bradley, Cleveland State, Eastern Illinois, Evansville, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Nebraska, Omaha, South Dakota, and St. Thomas.
She's a heck of a player. She does a lot of the little things. Look at that left-handed scoop.
I know.
Rimmed in and out.
She's not afraid to get in there and mix it up a little bit.
Okay, Brett, early in the second half, Eau Claire Memorial leads Nina 42-37.
Okay, close game there. Feta is, let's see if I can find her now, 1 of 3 from the line. Make it 2 of 4. She's got 12 points. And 44-15 is the Tritons' lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard. By the way, if you're kind of noticing our clock, as Fight with a tough shot, bank shot. Nice job and good work by Fight, who's got 6. But they actually have a cool setup here, Ricardo. The scores table has a clock.
I love it.
So we have our camera zoomed in on that clock, so you're going to see
players
kind of moving through our clock, but it's just an easier look than trying to zoom it in on these scoreboards where there's a glare, and I like it.
I love it. I wish more schools had that.
Yeah,
but
I do
a
too.
lot of schools have the advertising, things like that.
Fight now picks up her 3rd.
Let me see how many rebounds that Fight has. She has 3 of this half. 9 for the game.
Waldrop, who has 7 first-half points at the line. She's 3 of 3 from the stripe, short on that one, so 3 of 4.
And she's been active on the glass, too. Boy, what a luxury to bring off a 6-foot player like her. And she's a freshman, but she doesn't play like a freshman.
Right.
And I don't think any freshmen are, at this point in the season, Brett, are freshmen really anymore. But she is certainly a player to watch in the coming years.
More and more, Ricardo, right? We see it. Freshmen ready to play at the varsity level. Notre Dame taking a timeout here? It's like a 30-second timeout for the Tritons.
37-29, Kaukauna over Kimberly, Brett. That's early in the second.
Again, we'll be back at it on Saturday for a sectional final game. That'll be me and Rosie. Not sure where we'll be, but I'll announce that on my Twitter account at PCBrettC sometime tomorrow, so give me a follow. And remember, you can access any of our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Don't forget about that subscription deal as well. Any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites, that's the Post Crescent and the Press Gazette. 3 months for $1 unlimited digital access. So sign up. Please sign up right now. We would appreciate your support. I can only beg so much.
I know. It's not like you, Brett. You complain a lot.
I do, although it's feeling a little spring-like. I'm enjoying that.
Gotta love it.
Get my bike out here pretty soon. And
I know it's spring, Brett, when the woodpeckers are pecking away at my wood trims outside.
Nice to hear the birds again, isn't it? Fight blocked. Gresh rips it out, and here she comes.
Gresh is like, you got a lot of rebounds there, Fight, but I'm taking this one.
Good pass from Gresh to Musial. That's what separates her, I think. She has no points, right? But she's more than willing to pass that and get an easy bucket.
Third foul on Feta, Brett. 47-17, 30-point lead for Notre Dame with 12:29 left in the second half.
I was expecting a closer game. I really was. I guess, I mean, what a performance. Here's a great steal and pass from Gresh to Feta. Wow. As good as they are offensively, defensively, they're even better. This is a very good FPL team. They're just taken apart. And look at this. Ooh, they got the timeout. The Notre Dame side not happy about that, but the official giving the timeout to the Foxes right before what looked like was going to be a steal.
Very fortuitous in that way.
And a full timeout coming for FPL to kind of talk things over and regroup. 2 timeouts remaining for FPL.
Milwaukee Pius up over Wauwatosa East, 39-33. Just rattle off some scores here, Brett, if you don't mind. Cuba City, New Glarus, that's a D4 game. They're tied at 31-31. Prairie du Chien over Platteville, 31-22. That's with 13:22 left in the second half. Bondwell, one of our G10 teams, they're up 26-21.
Good look at the Notre Dame bench as they're discussing things, and now you look at FPL and they're thinking, what the heck? Down 49-17, down 32 points.
Brett, with about 12:45 left in the second half, Eau Claire Memorial leads Neenah 46-45.
Ooh. Rockets have closed the gap, but boy, they're in a battle.
.12:09 left in the second half. 49-17 lead for Notre Dame. I believe that might be their biggest lead of the game. I mean, again, Brett, I say this.
Wow.
I say this with a lot of confidence. You could say they're the best team in the state, regardless of division.
Hard.
Notre Dame.
When we read their resume in the first half, right, with all the wins, Kettle Moraine, Verona, Hortonville, the team down from Nazareth down in Illinois, that's one of the top teams in one of the largest divisions in that state. Yeah, I mean, how can you dispute it? Now, Pewaukee's thinking to themselves, yeah, we beat these guys.
Yeah, what about us? Well.
And we're the number 2 team in Division II. We want another crack at these guys as Feta rattles one in. Boy. Have to add her. That's her 3rd triple. She's got 17 points now. 11 this half.
Yeah, this
look at that. Musial with a steal. She's going to go up right hand. She's fouled hard.
But that little trap they do, Brett, right just past the half court, that has been giving FVL fits.
Yeah. And then they deny the pass, right? I mean, it looks like you might be able to jump up and do an overhead pass, but they jump up with it and knock it away. And they're hightailing it down for a bucket or getting themselves to the free throw line as usual. Good on the first. She's 2 of 3 from the line, and she's got 15 now on the night. Just a dominant performance here by Notre Dame. Usual misses a second. Scoop shot blocked. No, they're going to call a foul on number 15, Hannah Greisen.
Rising foul number 5, Hannah Rising. Her first, team's third
So that'll
foul.
put Grace Meyer, a freshman, at the free throw line. Look, she's got a bucket, 2 points in the first half. That free throw a little strong there for Meyer. Again, folks, as I've said before, and I'll continue to say it throughout the night, we're going to be somewhere. That's always a weird time of year, Ricardo. We don't know where we're going to be for the next live stream, but it will be a sectional final game. I know if it's Nina Hortonville, that'll be at Appleton East at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And stolen by the Foxes. Yankee now has it. Oh, good crossover by Yankee, but again, great help by
they are.
the Tritons. You think maybe she's got her defender beat, but then there's another waiting for her. And then not only that, but then the quick recovery by the Triton defender as well.
Just they're coached so well.
Yeah. Well, Sarah Rodian now in her 12th season. Hard to believe. At Notre Dame. Good hands by Fight, though, working hard in the low post. Fight now with 8 points, 6 this half.
Yeah, and when you have that kind of airtight defense on the perimeter, Brett, then you got to try to get it in low, but then you got to make a perfect pass because of those long arms from Notre Dame, Brett. They disrupt those passing lanes.
Coach Rodi, 12th season already. She's led the Tritons to 4 state titles, 6 state tournament appearances. Remember, as Whitehouse buries a triple. Her first points of the night. But Sarah Rodi, a standout at UW Green Bay way back when. Again, good job working the post.
Oh.
Ooh, hits the back of the backboard.
Fight,
you can see
fight,
Fight.
yeah.
She had her hand to her mouth or
Whoops.
her face. That's okay. Those backboards can they take a lot of beating.
Except when a guy like Shaq is
Ooh.
dunking on him.
Or Daryl Dawkins,
Yes,
right?
Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, he could look it up, folks. Go on YouTube. Scoop shot, nice move. How about that by Whitehouse? Couple buckets for her now with 5, and again, different players hurting you in different ways. They can get you inside. They can get you around that mid-range. They can knock down triples. They get points off of turnovers because they just create so many steals. Second chance points, right? Working the offensive glass. It's just kind of the full arsenal Ricardo's been on display tonight. Halfway through the second half. Tritons well on their way to moving on to the sectional championship game against either Cedarburg or Grafton. We haven't seen a score yet. Again, you know it, or you can look it up. And you're on Twitter, send me a tweet at PCBrettC. Nice pass again. Wow.
Hannah Greisen.
I mean, so unselfish. Again, I'd love to know the assist to field goal ratio as well. How many assists to made buckets for the Tritons? Got to be a lot.
We need a fourth member just to keep track of stats.
We need a stat guy, don't we? Or stat person. Here comes Feda on the run again. She's going to go up. Scoop shot. Count the basket. 3-point opportunity coming up for Feda.
Foxes foul number 5, Lauren Mulbridge. Her first, team's 5th.
Mulbridge picks up the foul. That's 5 team fouls now against FVL. But Feda, Ricardo's had a big second half. 13 points. She's got 19 on the night, but 13 this half. Look at making it even 20 with this free throw. Nope. But a 62-19 lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard. Again, if you're wondering why there's heads in the way of our clock, that's because we got some players checking in at the scores table, and that's where the clock is here, in addition to the scoreboards on each end. But
I still think it's pretty cool.
7.5 minutes to play, clock running. All Notre Dame in this one. Ricardo, I really was thinking this was going to be a fairly tight game. I think, again, it's just testament to how good this Notre Dame team is. Look at how they get every loose ball. And it looks like FEL will have it.
Brett, real quick, 9:28 left in that game between Neenah and Eau Claire Memorial, 52-50 Eau Claire Memorial. Tell you what, they're hitting some long threes. Eau Claire Memorial looks like they're kind of having the game of their lives right now.
That's going to go down to the wire, isn't it?
6:48 and counting left here.
I think the Old Abe's, aren't they a 5th seed in that one? I want to say.
I think they are a 5th seed, actually. It says number 5 by them, which means a 5th seed.
Boy, if they hold on and take on Hortonville, where would that game be played? Yankee, beautiful shot.
That's a good point.
Will not be at Appleton East, I know that.
Barrington will go to the line for some free throws.
Fox's foul number 4, Lauren Risa.
Risa picks up her 3rd. 6-team foul now for FEL. Who's this? Hope Barrington, yeah. Barrington 2 of 2 from the line. She's got 9 points. Now she's got 10.
(63-21) here in the 5:30 mark here in the second half. All Notre Dame.
And another steal, almost. And well, there it is. Look at that nice pass from Barrington to Feta. That's another thing, Ricardo, is Feta with another bucket. The Tritons, you know, when there's kind of that loose scramble, there's a player or two streaking down the other way, waiting for them to come up with that loose ball and get those easy buckets, those easy lay-ins. There's a travel, so another turnover.
We're all tied up, 54-54 between Neenah Eau Claire Memorial. Brett, 8 minutes left.
23 points for Trista Feta, 17 this half.
I'm going to check my Twitter.
By the way, Ricardo, we are in a running clock situation here.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be a 40-point lead. It's a 44-point lead. Wow.
Did not expect this.
In a sectional semifinal, again, just a testament to this Notre Dame powerhouse right now and what they're able to do. I can't say have we ever streamed? I don't know. We've streamed, obviously, football games with running clock in the second half, but
I don't know if we've done a basketball one.
I can't recall one, but not to say that we haven't. 3-point shot, no good. There's another rebound. Barrington has it, going to step through, and she's fouled.
Fox's foul number 11, Alexis Appleton. Her first, team 7.
Brookfield East moving on to the finals, sectional finals, 57-27 victory over Oregon. As Barrington, is that Barrington?
That is.
Buries her free throw.
So you're going to be doing anything from this game afterwards that the folks...
I will grab comments probably from Notre Dame, but yeah, tomorrow I'll be heading down, and then I'll get something up on the online roundup stuff. And then tomorrow I am wrestling, boy.
Yep, heading down to Madison.
Yeah, the Division I quarterfinals and semifinals with Kaukauna, and then we have Bayport and Marshfield also from the G10.
That's at the UW Fieldhouse, right?
It is beautiful. Old field house,
Mhm.
Brett. Lot of memories there, my friend.
Lamont Weaver's shot, 1969 against Nina, right? Beloit Memorial, send it into overtime, like the three-quarters court shot. I interviewed Lamont for the anniversary of that back in, I think it was 09, actually. So that was the 40th anniversary. Actually interviewed him in the Fieldhouse. Met him there.
That had to be pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah, we kind of reminisced. And speaking of field houses, tomorrow presumably will be the final game at the Ron Einerson Fieldhouse, final varsity basketball game, as the Neenah boys taking on Spash. Did a story that ran last week. You can check it out on postcrescent.com. Also, the Green Bay Press Gazette running it as well, so definitely check it out. Some good memories of the Ron Einerson Fieldhouse. 50 seasons of memories and a lot of championships there. But new Neenah High School will be built and opening this coming fall, so everything moves there. But boy, the Ron Einerson Fieldhouse, Ricardo, that's a great venue, a very unique venue, very big, for over 40,000 square feet, with those big arched steel beams. And so check that out. But you need a subscription. That's why you got to get in on that subscription deal, folks.
That's right. Hey, Brett, 4:38 remaining in the game. Kimberly up over Kaukauna 49-45 in that other D1
Is that
sectional
right?
Semifinal.
The
Yes.
Papermakers might be heading to the sectional final.
Yeah,
That
it's
came.
always fun to see which teams are playing so well at that point.
That came out of nowhere. Might have to maybe that could be a possibility. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Oh, nice feed and bucket. That's number 4, DeMullen, her second bucket of the game. And backups now in to play these final, minute and a half, minute and 15. Clock running as we're in a running clock here the second half. Three-pointer off the glass.
Hey!
Count it. Maya Lohberger.
Brett 59-56. Neenah now in the lead
Okay.
with 5:30 left in that
That's
game
all-
over Eau Claire Memorial.
That's an eternity to play.
That is.
Yeah, Hortonville had a 14-point lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably looking pretty good. Oh, nice feed and bucket. Kaya Waldrop with the bucket.
Fox is called number 10, Riley Pink. Her first team's 8. In for the Trojans, number 3, Kendall Ronson.
And I don't know, the clock's still continuing to run. I don't know, Ricardo, if Waldrop's going to get a chance to knock down this free throw here to close it out. 71-24.
I thought they stopped at fouls, but I guess I'm wrong.
Now they did, yep. Now the official just stopped it.
Okay.
I don't think people are too used to that rule, right? Friends have had a number of those games in the Fox River Classic Conference.
Also into the Trojans, number 34, Lydia Moore.
Final 20.3 seconds to play in what is an absolute dominant performance by the top-ranked team in Division II, looking every bit the part. They're taking Ricardo. Again, Fox Valley Lutheran is the 9th-ranked team in the state with a 23-3 record.
They're still fighting hard.
There's the buzzer, and that means this game is over. 72-24 victory for Notre Dame over FVL. The Tritons move on to Saturday's sectional final game against either Cedarburg or Grafton. Ricardo, maybe some quick thoughts before you head on down.
Well, first off, for Fox Valley Lutheran, fine season for them. They really did play well throughout the season. You know, they gave everything they had in Northeastern Conference, finishing second to Freedom. But, you know, when you play a team that plays such a Division I schedule like Notre Dame, and
Right.
Notre Dame's a great team anyway, that's tough. That's tough because they've seen everything that's been thrown that can possibly be thrown at them. Notre Dame, they're a 2-time defending state champ. They've been in all the big games. They've been in these sectionals, all that kind of stuff. Brett, that's a tough opponent to go against for Fox Valley Lutheran. I think I talked with Wenzel, you know, after that Freedom game, and we kind of talked about where they would be, and he knew this was going to be a buzzsaw if that matchup did happen, and it did. Nothing to take away from them. That's a fine season they've had, Brett, right? 20-plus wins. A very good season for Fox Valley Lutheran. But for Notre Dame, Brett, they just might be the best team in the state. We'll never know because unless Kettle Moraine does win the D1 title, then we'll know, right? They beat Kettle Moraine earlier this year, but to me, I don't know how another Division II team can stop them. I know we have Pewaukee out there, maybe can challenge them. That would be a repeat of the D2 title game, but I think this is a better team than last year's team, Brett, quite frankly.
And like you said, they're all coming back.
Yes. Other than Hope Barrington, I think they're the 4 other starters return.
Got any updated scores before we?
60-58 now. Nina leads with 3:51 left. I think it's going to be. Well, actually, I see. I can't remember her name. The real tall girl for Nina. She just.
Paige Szabo.
Szabo just hit another free throw, so it's 61-58. That's a good game that's going on over there. DC Everest.
Looking for that Cedarburg Grafton. I don't see any sort of updates
I don't either.
on
That's
Twitter,
frustrating.
so I'm not sure what's going on there. Thank you, Jeff Ash. Says Hortonville up big, 59-34.
Thank you, Jeff Ash.
Over Wausau West with 7 minutes left in that game. So looking like the Polar Bears are going to move on. But, yeah, Nina in a fight for its basketball life without a doubt.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, folks, I don't have any updates on that Cedarburg Grafton game. Notre Dame will take on the winner of that on Saturday at a time and site to be determined. But not much more we can do if they're not rolling through on Twitter.
They are not. So, Brett, I'm going to head down there and talk to Coach Rohde.
Sounds good.
And
we'll see maybe
luck.
next week for some boys sectionals.
I hope to. I hope that's the case. I would like to see if we can possibly do that. Of course, I am covering the state girls tournament.
You are, but
it'll be hard. But I'll see if we can make that work.
See how that all pans out. But thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you, guys.
Glad you could make it. It's always good when we're together again. Let me run down the scoring first for the victorious Tritons. Barrington with 11. DeMullen with 4, Feta with 21, Whitehouse with 5, Waldrop with 11, Grayson with 5, Mutual with 15. By the way, Feta's 21 points. That is a game high. For the Foxes, Resop with 2, Krieger with 2, Fight with 8, Lohberger with 3, Meyer with 2, Yankee with 7. And by the way, I know you're still here, Ricardo. The Tritons won without Gresh scoring a point tonight, and she's their leading scorer. The Wisconsin commit. So that is she factored it in a lot of other ways. Great defense. She had a handful of assists. So you don't always need to score a lot of points to certainly be a contributor in a victory. And no doubt Gracie Gresh, a complete ball player, and looking forward to seeing her at the college level. But she still has more time here at the high school level, so that's good for us. With the victory, Notre Dame improves to 26-1 on the season, 26 straight victories. The Tritons will play either Cedarburg or Grafton on Saturday in a sectional final. Site and time are to be determined. Fox Valley Lutheran finishes a fantastic season at 23-4. Again, up next for us, we plan on streaming a WIAA girls sectional final on Saturday. Again, I'll announce the matchup on my Twitter account at PCBrettC. So please give me a follow. And don't forget, you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Don't forget about also that great digital subscription deal to the Post Crescent, the Green Bay Press Gazette, all of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites. 3 months for just $1. Full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every single day. So please subscribe. Once again, thanks to our playoff sponsor, Unison Credit Union. Unison proudly provides the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance delivered by friendly experts. Also, Cellcom. Looking to make a switch from your current carrier? Choose Cellcom and get 6 months of service for free with a new smartphone line activation and flex agreement. Visit cellcom.com/save for more details. And Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, they have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooney's, COONEYS0922 at sbcglobal.net. So, for Rosie, for Ricardo, and the entire crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson signing off from Ashwaubenon High School. Once again, the final score in this WIAA Division II girls basketball sectional semifinal, Notre Dame 72, Fox Valley Lutheran 24. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you again somewhere on Saturday.